Hello traders, how are you? Happy weekend. Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club, and welcome to the weekly market review for the week starting of 1st of July till the 6th of July. This is a wonderful opportunity to wish a happy Canada Day to all the Canadians followers of the channel and of my community. Happy Canada Day. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, long weekend. We have some amazing time here with the family. And it's a great opportunity to wish happy 1st of July to all the American followers of the channel. A bit in advance, but I will I don't have this video on 1st of July, so that's why I have to make it in advance, and I hope you guys will have an amazing time as well. Also, I hope you, for those of you who watch the World Cup, that you enjoy the matches. We have several unbelievable matches out there today. Russia, yeah, beat Spain. Even though I'm not a fan of Russia, it's still a wonderful day for them as hosting the event. They have amazing event there, and really congratulations. So I hope you guys enjoy the matches. There are amazing surprises and great football. So it's time now to go back to the charts and see what are the opportunities we have this week. This is non-farm payroll week. It's important to mention that. But before we start all of that, I would like first of all, after all the preview about the other things, to thank you very much for your time watching this video. I really appreciate you following me, my ideas and the videos. I hope they are beneficial to you and helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, show your support back in us, your support, my motivation to keep doing it for you. And I hope you enjoyed that. Leave your feedback below on the comment section. If you have any instruments you would like me to cover, which I did not cover in this video, just let me know on the section below. On Monday or Tuesday, depends on this weekend, it's long weekend here, we will publish the weekly review in a PDF format. So come back to the video, and on below on the comments and also in the description I will post and publish the PDF version. If you are following my newsletter or the Academy Club, then you will receive it as it's ready right away. So let's begin. What do we have for this week? As I mentioned before, this is a non-farm payrolls week. Also, the 1st of July, the volumes might be going back and forth. There could be some random moves, so trading should be in a careful mode this time. It's also summertime. A lot of money is on the holding position. Many big traders, big money of the traders is sitting on the fence, expecting to see what will come from Eurozone in September, October, all regarding the quantitative easings, what will come with Trump and his tariffs. That's effective. So trading should be pretty much low risk in this period. The euro dollar is the first pair on the list. Let me just open my virtual pen I have here for the screen. Here you go. So our plan from previous week was, as long as we are holding these lows, we are expecting to see the correction. The whole idea here is, after the previous cycle the euro dollar did right here, and a false break with the bullish divergence, we're gonna see some corrective cycle. Corrective cycle could happen in two variations. One, it's a double cycle correction before a possible continuation down. Second option is a ranging pattern. So this or other way around, we can still see the euro dollar from the drops down trying to bounce a bit further and get itself possibilities for rallies. So we do start to create some kind of a bullish trend line here, which might turn to be into a channel pattern or any other variation here. Drops down, and I think that we can look for the buy opportunities with any strategy that you apply and use. So for me, the euro dollar, as long as holds these lows, should be short term buy opportunity. The next one on the list is the pound dollar. which also bounced pretty beautifully from the psychological zone of the 130. I am still not quite confident that this is the end, because the way I see that, after correction we might develop the second leg. It could be anything like that before we fly further. So we are talking here about a short-term opportunity now. We got two false breaks right here, and this is the most critical low right here. Oh no, wait, it's not marked here. And if we manage to hold above it, this low, if we manage to hold above it, pullbacks could lead us for some bullish opportunities. The divergence here is in play. The beautiful engulfing is in play. This last low is in validation, and bounces should provide us some possibilities for rallies. Definitely good opportunity that I love to follow. Euro pound is one of my favorites for the long term. On the short term, I'm not quite sure if it has any good opportunities, because it has been ranging here for a while, now trying to break through that. This is the critical area. We have the divergence developing, we have the weekly triple cycle down. So from my point of view, 089, 090 area is classical to start looking for sell opportunities. However, we did not get any false break yet, any trendline breakout yet, any turnaround yet. So the euro pound, as for now, kind of a neutral. This is the plan to look for sells. It might take time until it forms. So I showed it as an update, because for those of you who follow the channel, you know I'm looking for the bearish setups. We currently can't find any, so we have to wait for the best opportunities. Dollar versus the yen. After ranging here for a while, well, it provided some beautiful opportunity here and made a very nice move down previous week, but then bounced upside with the bullish divergence. Now it's trying to break through this little mini range, which brings back the opportunity for possible 61.8 expansion on the daily chart. And if that does so, that means that dollar yen could slightly go higher. This is the place where I think dollar yen is going to top and start its reversals. What we should see on the lower time frame is the turnaround. That means some kind of false breaks, turnaround creating lower lows, and then we can basically go and sell the rallies. Wait for that to happen. Let it form that before you fall in love with this position. And remember, when you can combine few time frames telling you the same, this is where your best opportunity comes in play. This is the weekly with the bearish hidden divergence. This is the daily, which is developing the divergence by itself. Once it completes the second the second turn around of the MACD from rallying to dropping slope, this would be the great time to look for sales, and the 4-hour chart should basically agree with them, and then we can start looking for our setups. Remember, the turnarounds with making lower lows, ideally after false breaks, and a combination of the divergences on the higher time frames and the time frame that you work with, that what gives you the edge and the better odd to be right. Next one on the list is going to be the New Zealand dollar, which is a beautiful drop down. However, closer to 086, 066, I think we need to start and pay attention for possible turnaround. This is the 100% zone. It's 066 and also psychological 065. We have a clearance area right here, which once again brings it beautifully. Daily chart, we have 261.8 cycle of this special formation, and we have the 61.8 cycle of the last two legs. This brings it to be also surrounding of the 066. Divergence is developing. Double cycle here as ending part is developing. As for now, sell rallies, but these rallies should be the ending ones, which means something like that should go and form. We should get the divergences, turnarounds with higher highs, and then we can start looking for some deeper correction to the upside. I love this pair. It's been wonderful on the last period, and for those of you who are in the academy, we were very beautifully short on the New Zealandian versus all the pairs, which brings me to the next couple of pairs of the New Zealandians. New Zealand Canadian, a pair that we have been talking about for a long time. Sell, 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 sell. Finally, it made a move. Previous week, the formation was that there is a possibility we are going to closer to 0.93 before the crash. Instead of making that, it completed another false break. Amazing sign for sell opportunities. And then break the last low, and here we are. For the long term, this pair has a lot of room to go, so I will make it very simple. The plan was and remains sell the rallies for KiwiCAD. The best rallies should be on the since weekly and daily information. 4 hour with 1 hour chart combination could be the best ones to trade. And the next one is the Aussie Kiwi, another pair that you heard me saying many times, buys, 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 and I keep saying that, buys, buys, buys. We got a beautiful bullish hidden divergence, and to make it simple, every drop down is still an opportunity to go long. For those of you who are long, just keep it holding, keep it going until we will start to see some signs against us. Meanwhile, every drop is an opportunity to go long. Pound versus the franc is getting closer and closer to the critical area. We start to have some signs here. I would like it to try and get closer to this zone, the clearance area, which is around 128. If we manage to do so with this divergence, the best thing to do is to mark the last trend line to be available right there and go long with the breakout. Pay attention to this pair. It's really, really interesting. Pound versus the Aussie is another very interesting opportunity here. It had kind of a triple ascending cycle, one drop down, second leg is expected as well. The biggest question remains, is it over, or will we get here some kind of second leg? And opportunity to answer that, we need to see how the 4 hour chart formats itself, and this is inside a range yet. So if it managed to break below the range, we should start following this dropping channel as an opportunity to go and trade the sells. If it doesn't manage to break the range pattern and bounce, we are going for this kind of double leg, and from there, very likely, we are going to developing the sells. So from my point of view, sells is the best direction for this pair. And one of the scenarios should happen is with the breakout of the range, or break if it breaks one more fake attempt to the upside, like the KiwiCAD did, yeah, like this one. Okay, it was ranging for a while, then whoop, and all the rest is history. So same could happen with the pound versus the Aussie. Definitely interesting opportunity. Pound versus the Canadian. The pair is forming here some kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 with well, nice opportunity. Still not quite confident how it's going to continue from here, but triple double normally hints for a sell. The problem I have with this pair, it doesn't have cycles from the weekly and daily chart. So short-term trading from my point of view is as long as this invalidation holds. This is formatting something like that. From there we should have this two waves retrace or a ranging pattern, which we should be looking rallies. This is the invalidation high, which means break above that invalidates the sell idea. And the same thing exactly is happening with the euro versus the Canadian. And as long as, well, we have two most critical lines here. One of them is right here, which is bouncing from. one of them is here. So the aggressive one, the last relevant after the double cycle and the bearish divergence, was broken. The question, will we manage to break this conservative trend line? The answer is, if we do, look to sell the rallies, and this will turn to be invalidation plan. The best place to start looking for the sell after the breakout would be, of course, the action zone and the previous spike area. That's the two places to look for the sell setups with the euro versus the Canadian. So that's the best opportunities as I see them at this stage. Gold crossed at 1260 to 1240, its classical area for possible reversals. We are building up here this cycle over the 61.8 with possible duplication to the 100, and that's basically what I think might happen here, since we don't have any divergence in play. So short-term rallies should lead us for further sell continuation closer to 1240 or even 1220. 1240 because of this low, 1220 because of the 100% duplication. This is where I think we are heading before we turns around to the bullish side. And as per indices, we finally have few of them very interesting. German DAX is first of them. The head and shoulders from the weekly is still in play. This is still a very critical area and turns to be the invalidation. The reason for that is the fact that this double top was holding with the divergence, and now we create the convergence. So sell the rallies is the plan for the German DAX, and the NASDAQ is also, oh sorry, that's S&P, and the NASDAQ finally created the second false break of the weekly. Looks amazing, finally. Now on the short term, on the 4-hour chart, this already had also two false breaks and convergence, which makes it simple. Sell the rallies. Invalidation is the last high. And the cryptocurrencies, we got the bounce yesterday. Not sure how enough it is for celebration. I still want to see going over the trend line and making higher highs before we can celebrate for something deeper. The idea is there. I'm not sure that the money is there as well already. Same with Ethereum, no breakouts yet. We do need to see the breakouts, and then we can talk about the buy retraces setups. So they're definitely interesting to follow. No, they don't have any current setup. So that's basically all for this week. We have plenty of opportunities. Remember, slow motion because of the holidays out there, the summer, and the non-farm payrolls all together might bring a bit of tricky moves, random moves in periods. So low risk trading is the most smartest thing I probably can think about for such weeks. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, my friend. If you did, please hit the like button, share your comment below, show your support back in me and this channel. You can feel free to share with anyone who can have any kind of benefit by watching this video. And I invite you to join us in the Traders Academy Club and enjoy us with live trading in the live trading rooms twice per day with me and Jordan. European and American sessions twice per day, followed by reports and setups. So we are there for you. I wish you a wonderful trading week. Once again, thank you for your time. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov, Traders Academy Club.